Hi guys, I am Linda and today we are going to continue where we left off last week. Last week we spoke about accountability and today we are going to speak about resourcefulness. Before we go on to resourcefulness, I would like to go through what we have already spoken about. So just to recap, and if you look at the board behind me, we started with shameless, how to live a shameless life, to release all this shame that makes us, not accept ourselves, our identity, our past. And so that was the beginning, the first video. The next video was about harmony, how to find harmony and people who are harmonious enough to keep us safe and peaceful, and harmonious spaces to heal and to recollect ourselves. And the third week, we spoke about a motivated attitude, which is actually how to keep your attitude motivated through everything. So even when things are not that good, you can still motivate yourself into the activities that you need to perform in order to empower yourself, to grow, and to achieve the things that you have set up for yourself. And today we are going to speak about resourceful, which is the last part then of this journey. And when I am done with this next week, I am going to show my thinking regarding this circle, because this circle, actually the words, create my one word. And my one word is Shamar. And Shamar, it's the S, the H, the A, the M, the A, and the R. And Shamar has several meanings actually. In Hebrew, for example, is the guard, the keeper, the caretaker. And I love this word because it defines the things that I want to do with my life, to care for others, to care for myself, to be of service also to the world. So today we are going to speak about resourcefulness. The definition of resourcefulness that I use the most for myself and for others at work, at home, is the ability to do more with less. I do not know if you have heard about this before, but I had this when I was studying my bachelor's degree, about the 80-20 rule, to be able to utilize 20% of the resources that you have to gain 80% of the results that deliver the highest impact. So 20% of resources to deliver 80% of the results that have the greatest impact. So let's see. To be able to know which 20% of resources to use on what, I have also learned over time that then you have to define what do you want to do. And this goes from the whole journey from here. We have been speaking about what is your plan, and within this you still have to have your why. Why do you want to do this? Because this is the one that gives you the impact and even the result. But because we've spoken about this, the what and the why in previous videos, today I'm just going to speak about the resourcefulness. And the first question I ask myself with resourcefulness is the number one: what do I need? I already have the goal here. So then I take the goal and I need to ask, what resources do I need here in order to achieve this goal? And once I have asked that question, then I go on to ask myself, where can I find this resource that I need? And number three, how do you get what you need? And the how is, this is where I say that I am a people person, because usually when I think, how am I going to get this, what I need, I usually think, who can I speak to? Most often, very often, people will help you to get whatever it is you need. Sometimes you just need people to tell you how they have done it before. So if you have a goal that you're going to achieve and you plan to achieve it in 1 year, someone has surely done some of this work, Someone has already been going through this journey before you 1 year, 2 years ago, in another market, in another city, in another country, and you can ask them, how did you do that? So then you have information, because information is also a resource. There is so much that can be said about resources, but the most important thing about resources for today was, what resources do you need? Why do you need them? Where are you going to get them? And how are you going to utilize them once you get them? Those are the 4. The other part of resources was to think of resources as a priority question. You should be able to prioritize, what do I need to do? What is the most important thing I'm supposed to do? And can I do it with 20% of my resources? So if you needed 10 resources, if we do this, you need 10 resources, 20% of 10 is 2. And this 2 should be able to deliver this. Resources can be time, resources are people, resources are space, premises, chairs. You know, if we are going to be sitting in this room and we are going to be 30, do we need to be 30, or can we do this as 15? That could save you money, could save you time. The definition of resourcefulness is the ability to do more with less. And how do you do that? Please comment below with your tips of how you utilize your resources to do more with less. Subscribe to the channel and follow us on Instagram, and please join our Facebook group. We speak again next week. Bye-bye.